Hello, all of my gardening friends. Welcome back to the channel. So glad y'all showed back up in this snowstorm that we having. All right, trust me, we not gonna be before you long, as they say. So I want to just come out here because my Mr. Kindergartner was just steady telling me, you need to go and check on your cabbages. You need to go check on your cabbages. So I thought I'd hurry up and get out here and try to check on some stuff, make sure everything is doing okay. Come to find out, finally after I got up to get out and get out of hibernation, and he see me coming this way, he like, I moved all your cabbages already. I'm like, where you moved my cabbages to? He said he moved them to the greenhouse. Okay, so it was not necessary, but he was afraid that they could not handle the snow. So just to let you know, the cabbage that I grew are very cold hardy, and they say cabbages are cold hardy. So, and I'm just talking to some of the kindergartners, not all of the pro gardeners. You all already know we the newcomers on the block, okay? They could have handled it, okay? As long as the temperature not down below the 20s, you know, days and days in a row, okay? So he moved out all of my cabbages. That's that on there. So as y'all can see, it ain't really no snow prints, no footprints over here in the snow because no. This snowstorm came. I wasn't about to be out here in here like that, okay? They're cold hardy. I'm not. That's just what it is, okay? It's just a fun note. So this is my little greenhouse that I told you all about from Vego Garden that my cabbages are in. As you all can see, we got a few inches of snow on top of her. He said 3. So we just got to, I guess, move it off. It ain't collapsing because of my nice sturdy poles, okay? So that's a good thing about it earlier. So I do know that we had to knock snow off our other greenhouse earlier. I did not. Mr. Kindergarten came out here and did that job. I was off duty. So they doing quite well out here in this cold weather. We like down in the 30s. They just fine, okay? Love this greenhouse. I didn't have it. We just kind of probably zipped it up maybe another day or two ago. That's what the Vego Garden Greenhouse. That's what it's called. It's called the Vego Garden Greenhouse cover. Okay, it's a greenhouse. It's a greenhouse. This is what this is that has these covered up. Okay, so I have my windows over here on the other side. I can kind of, you know, put them down. Okay, and put those in like that. Okay, so y'all know that Vego having their sale right now. They Black Friday sale is going on. Discounts. Code below, okay? Just click on the link. Whatever you feel like you need, okay? I absolutely love this over the top of my cabbages. I'm not really worried about them at all, okay? So I only have a little bit of spinach coming up, a little bit of seedlings coming up. That's it. That's in there, okay? And that's my spinach. So I'm gonna zip this back up. So I just gotta make sure that that dirt is moist and it's just fine, okay? My mesh covers. I also got this pile of snow now. I'm still not worried about that because there's no snow in the inside, but I'm sure that the water is leaking inside of here. These are my Brussels sprouts. I feel like they growing and they doing good, okay? Even they are okay, look like inside of there. Now I look like I done had something that's trying to munch on those that I might have missed that may then got in there. Hopefully he froze to death and gone, okay? So the good thing is they got these frames up here, and the frames is keeping it from collapsing, okay? So that's a good thing, okay? That I love about it. My collards, again, not worried about my collards. Cold hardy, okay? They tough. I think they'll be just fine. But since Mr. Kindergarten wanted me to come out here and double check, I'm gonna double check. As y'all can see, still look good. Only thing is dark in there. This snow might not last like that. But look at this frost on here. See that? That's what we looking for, right? That's what we looking for, okay? So I love it. We gonna let nature take its course on there. So just to let you all know that I have been in deep thought while I've been hibernating, trying to figure out some of the things, a greenhouse, because I feel like it might be time for us to get a nice greenhouse, okay? So, I don't know. We've been kind of exploring our options, trying to figure out what we're going to do about that. So, we are going to go to the top of the hill and check on the greenhouse up there just to see how Mr. Kindergartner didn't set everything up, okay? So, these are my green stalks, vertical planters. Now, I might have messed up with this. Why? Because I have let snow get inside of here and I have only lettuces planted inside of here. Now, those lettuces can handle some of the light frost. But anyway, that's because I'm moving too slow. So, what these are is frost covers. Like I said, I'm late. I should have had these already on top of these, okay? So these are my frost covers that I purchased for my different things. So hopefully I might be okay if I can get some of this stuff to kind of stay alive, okay? So this is just to cover up. Let me get my little seed trays. Look at her. Now this might have helped. My little seedling house may have helped. Look at her. Great germination. And maybe I should have kept that on there because it looked like those came in better with that on there. I love it. Something I learned, okay? So if I would have had these on there, look like while the snow came down, it probably would have survived that. Which I might still have some that survived. So this is my frost cover for that, okay? That I have. Let's look and see if the seed cover house helped them. Yep, it did. Have great germination still down there, okay? So we don't know what the other ones is gonna do. All we can do is find out. So these is a pretty nice thick material too. So that's good. Just put that inside of there. So I think today those lid covers are just like something like $9.99 or something like that. They got great deals going right now. I've been in the house. I've been looking online at some of the deals. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't out there caught up in the follow la la right now, okay? Where it's amazing deals, it's amazing deals. Where they ain't, no. And we made up our mind. We was trying to just get some things that we only need. And I'm telling you, I think we may have bought one thing from one store. I've been looking at the different ones, the Vego bids, they have them great deals. And you can use that on top of my code on top of it. Now that is good. And they greenhouses. I'm looking at them. I'm exploring my options on what's best for me, okay? But y'all get on there and check out those Black Friday deals, okay? If you want. I understand. Trust me. I told y'all, I'm not AI. I understand what's going on in real life, okay? So, that's that. Doing fine. My cabbages is doing fine. I just covered up my GreenStalk vertical planters with that. I did not get out here to tell y'all because the other day they did run that $69.99 for the 3 tiers. And I'm a fan. Love the three tiers. I'm being honest. I just kind of prefer them a little bit better than the 5 tiers. The 5 tiers right now, they on sale for $99. Oh, they were yesterday. Sorry. So I'm moving slow. So that's that, okay? That's my bed that's struggling. It's still struggling. I still see the little turnips and collards, we're not gonna worry about those till next spring, maybe around in April, okay? We'll get that back planted all up, okay? So this one down here also is another one of my, this is these collards. These collards. They like the vapes. And they doing just fine. Yep. They doing just fine. Yep. They're my vapes. So I love it. I see I got my beets growing up under there. I ain't bothering them. They under there, okay? I trust and believe. So let's go up here to the top to see what Mr. Kindergarten put together inside of my greenhouse. It's some things that I know I want to do and want to talk about up there, okay? So let's go. So in these green stalks, my collards look like they just fine. They look good, okay? They look good. And these are my cabbages, just to show Mr. Kindergarten that they are exposed to the elements out here and they still doing fine. They standing strong and tough, okay? That's a cabbage right there. And I know I got another one over here. And this is one right here. Doing fine, just fine, okay? So this is my elevated Vego bed. And it's covered with snow. As you can see, it's up there. I might knock some of it down. But my cabbage, my lettuce is doing just fine in here. You know, for the most part, it look like they doing just fine. These some different romaines and stuff like that. Paris Islands, Tom Thumbs, they doing fine, okay? So we're not gonna worry about that. I'll just knock some of the little snow off because it's blowing just, okay? So that's that. Them elevator beds, I'm telling you, no bending for those. They really good. Okay. Okay. So it definitely feels much warmer in here, even though we got our little heat lamps going. Now, I have a plan in here. Mr. Kindergarten has blankets. I don't know if that's gonna work. It may, but on some of my little trees that's in here, okay? So he brought these cabbages in here. They look like they was just fine out there. They still got the heads on them. As you can see the head on there, Mr. Kindergarten? It's good. And I think personally it's kind of protected some of the leaves, okay? Even now when finally they formed a little small head, okay? He even brought in my little Brussels sprout. Lord help him. I thank God for him. So that's fine. So let me let y'all know what the plan is. So I had these heat lamps. I think this is a 250. That might be like 100 and something. This one is just a grow light, okay? Got a little ventilation going on in here. What I will be doing is, me and Mr. Kindergarten is going to get one of my like 25-gallon buckets, okay? Like this right here, okay? This big black one, okay? We're gonna fill it up with the water. Thanks to some of the comment suggestions. I watched a video on it too, on how the Amish kind of keep their greenhouses warm. What they say is they use like barrels, and I don't know the name of it, but if you go places like I want to say like Tractor Supply or something like that, you'll see the big barrels, big blue barrels, okay? And they kind of lid it, all right? So they keep those inside of their greenhouses, okay? Full of water. Heat up in the daytime with the sun beaming on the greenhouse, and at night in exchange, it gives off heat, okay? So we're going to try that. We're going to try that, okay? We're going to fill it up with water. And what we're going to do is take our heat lamps and point it towards the water bucket to kind of focus on the water. Because one of my subscribers said that what they do is they got a greenhouse kind of sort of like ours, and they said they put fish tanks, 25-gallon fish tanks. They had some inside of there, and they put the heat lamps for the fish tanks on it, and said it worked out fine, because if we just have these lamps going and no water in here, they'll dry our plants out, and that ain't what I want. I'm gonna try to keep alive what I can keep alive. Just remember, y'all save me some room for error, because I am new at this, so I'm just learning some of this, okay? This is already a test. Beep. This is just a test. It's a test. Because, and I say that because I don't know about a lot of this stuff, so I'm learning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep anything alive for the most part. I'm going to do what I can do, okay? I believe my cabbages, my collards, going to do fine. I'm believing even my Brussels sprouts going to do fine. My struggle come in with these fruit plants, lemon plants and stuff like that. I know it don't really want to get down below the 30s, okay? Some of them we brought in. Even though I brought them in, that first frost that hit them when they was on the table, if you saw that video, kind of damaged them a little bit. I don't know if they going to survive. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. They looking a little rough. And what I did is try. Well, those look good, but I'm talking about my pineapple plants.
Oh, yeah, the pineapple plants, they are taking they took a big hit.
They look like they took a hit. So what I did is try to cut some of them, cut some of the brown leaves off. I took them inside. I got them covered up because, you know, we don't want one bugs in there. And that don't mean anything. I am going to go try to order me some mosquito dunks to try to water with, okay? To see if I can kill off any larvae or bugs that may be inside of that dirt, okay? So, I'm going to cover up one of my GreenStalks with that, okay? So, this is what it is. As y'all can see, I'm just being very petty, trying to let this stay on there, okay? It ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. I can pull it. I really can. Throw that in the compost bin, okay? So, that's my plans for inside of here, while me and Mr. Kindergartner try to figure out about a greenhouse, what we gonna do, what will work best for us. Vego have their greenhouse and they look nice, and they definitely the size that I would want. Me and him are not master builders, okay? I told y'all, I'm not afraid of a little challenge. I do that, but we got a lot of unleveled land around here, and I don't want to buy something and it don't work for me. Understand what I'm saying? So we just trying to figure out what can we do, okay? I looked at one of the gardeners on there, and she had just got one of the greenhouses from Bootstrap Farmer, and it seemed very affordable, which me and Mr. Kindergarten was looking at something like that. Not that particular one, but we was just thinking we may be able to build a frame and buy some 6 mil things from plastic from Home Depot, okay? So we was already thinking that. So once I saw hers on Yellow Door Garden, I was like, wow, I actually like that, okay? So we just thinking, we taking it all in. We seeing y'all with y'all greenhouse. Girl with the soil got hers from Vego. Beautiful is garden, but I also heard her say that, you know, they kind of had a little struggle trying to put it together, you know, and they was able to call in reinforcement. Me and Mr. Kindergarten, it's just us. It's just us, pretty much. We may be able to find somebody here or there, but we busy ourselves, so trying to get somebody else, it may. We may. We don't know. We still thinking, okay? Y'all pray for us. We in the valley of decision on that. So this is what it is. I'm still gonna turn on. I'm gonna plug up my little incandescent Christmas bulbs in here, so it'll look pretty out here, just to keep some heat going. I know that it is some moisture going on in here, okay? So that's what we're gonna do for today. Let me plug it up just so you all see. As you can see, we kind of have these plugged up. I have them threw around inside of here. Look at me knocking stuff down. I have them threw around inside of here. These bulbs do get a little warm. They definitely do. So I think this plastic is fine. I got snow up here. I'm gonna push some of this snow off of here, you know, just so I don't get too much sag inside of here. Yeah, we'll push some of that off, okay? Okay. Yeah, it let water in, so it must got a little hole. So that's making it rain in here. So I got my lights. Give me watering myself up. So I got my lights going, got my heat lamps going. Me and Mr. Kindergarten just gonna go and get a bucket of water, put it inside of her, and see if that helps us out. But what I can tell you, it seems like after this leak a little bit, some of this might be in her, but it is very moist in here. So we might be all right with the lights and stuff like that going for now until we can get back, okay? So that is it. My cabbages are safe. They can handle it. They can handle it. They cold hardy. I think for the most part, I am doing okay. I'm doing well with keeping alive what I have. It's still growing with my cabbages. Some of my small cabbages still growing. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm excited about what I have going on, okay? So remember, if you all have any tips or comments, drop them below. I am the kindergartner. I'm just here to learn and repeat some things I learned. I appreciate you all so much. I hope all of you all had a great Thanksgiving, because we most certainly did, with family and things like that over. So that's what we did. So I know that you all didn't see me this week, okay? But I assure you that I am doing fine, okay? Don't forget to like, comment anything that you feel like or suggest or think, and subscribe. And just on another quick note, I have my new Vego indoor garden, okay? So I haven't started planting it in yet. What I am going to try to do, I just kind of got the idea from one of the subscribers. They put in the comments that in the wintertime, what they do, they leave everything else outside. They don't bother. They don't try to grow outside. They just grow their herbs in the inside. That was a great idea. That's what I want to try to do. I've been kind of trying to do a little study on that. Somebody did tell me that it's kind of hard to keep rosemary alive in the house. I don't know. Haven't tried. That's just what the lady told me when I went down to the garden center the other day. Okay. So y'all pray for me. I'm praying for y'all. That cause this right here, this is hard work trying to be out here in this cold. I'm telling you, I ain't cold hearted. They cold hearted. I'll catch you guys on my next video. Okay. God bless.